Well, Glyn Hodges, it's your first time leading us into a new League One season as manager. What have been the key challenges so far during the summer?
Well, there've been lots. Obviously, it's still going on with COVID. With the season finishing so early and prematurely, and we lost players. 11 players went out the door, and then we've had to rebuild. So it's been tough but hard, but it's also been good. We're really pleased with the acquisitions, and the pre-season was totally different. I think I've arranged friendlies 3 or 4 different times. It just kept changing the dates, changing the times. So to finally be at the end of a 7.5 week pre-season, really pleased with how it's gone.
And we've seen different starting 11s for the 2 games so far, and good displays as well. How difficult is it going to be to actually pick the team?
No, it's going to be really hard. Now this is going to be some disappointed lads, but the thing is that we've got a good squad and everyone's going to be needed. Now we've got to try and get everyone buying into the fact that you might not be in the team, but you still got to support the lads who are in it. We're going to need everybody at some stage, and hide your disappointment and wish the lads all the best. So if we can sit together as a group and get that in place, then we'll be far better off.
Team news wise, how are we shaping up?
Well, everyone's fit. Everybody's fit. We had a couple of little tweaks here and there, but we're going in with a full squad to choose from. And that again is credit. We're 7.5 week pre-season. It's gone really well, and with no injuries, and that's key. So we're fit and strong, and looking forward to it.
We captured Ollie Palmer doing what he does best, sticking the ball in the back of the net, not boxing this time. Is he shaping up well for Saturday?
Yeah, he's come back in. He's had 2 weeks, and we've been working him hard, and he's been pushing himself. So yeah, I mean he's probably not had the minutes as the others have, and we're looking for him to play. We're trying to arrange a game next week, so we'll get some minutes in. But he's still available if we need to use him. So again, it's one that I probably didn't expect this early, but all credit to him, he's come back well.
So possibly one for him to take his comeback next week then, perhaps?
Yeah, well, he's a long way behind the other lads. Our lads are in a really fit and strong. They've been working so hard. Yeah. So there's no rush for Ollie. He's going to be a big player for us. So I'd rather him wait and take his time and come back in the best physical shape as he can, as opposed to catching up. And then you catching up, then you're open to other injuries. So it's a delicate one, but we're just making sure that we're not pushing him, so he doesn't break down.
And of course, Jack Lidoni come into it a bit late because of concussion. How's he shaping up?
Oh, Rudy, yes, Rudy's the only one. Yeah, Rudy, bless him. He got concussion against Corinthian Casuals the first game of the season, and now he's coming in and he hasn't seemed to recover. So it's a slow one. Yeah. Again, you can't push him. It takes his time, and he's on the bike. I think as we speak, he's now getting back on the bike and getting things going again, and hopefully he comes through. So sorry, Rudy was the only one, but I'm on about sorry about that.
In terms of looking ahead to this weekend, you'll be fine-tuning the preparations of this first league game. Are you happy that there's a lot of versatility in the squad and potentially that you can play different formations? Yeah,
it's going to be a big string to our bow. It's going to be we can change at half time. We can change formations during half time, changing during the game. We can look at it Saturday. We look at each opposition, and once we do our own work, we know how we're going to play, and we know what suits us best to take on that team.
In terms of Saturday, Northampton and Keith Curle, what kind of game are you expecting?
A competitive game. A competitive game. He's got. They've had a brilliant season last year and getting promoted, and in the playoffs, you saw the calibre of team they've got. I know they've made a few changes and got some people in, but the way they drilled, the way they play, it's going to be a tough game, and it's a hard one for the first game of the season. But in League One, there's no easy games.
We would usually ask about the fans, especially for the first League One away game. What's your message to them at a time when they can only watch the games on iFollow, they can't actually come along?
Well, firstly, we know we're going to miss them, that's for sure. I think it's been strange. I think the Oxford game, there was no pipe fan noise even. At least we got that at QPR, so it was definitely silent, and that fit them strange. So we're definitely going to miss them. I know there's probably a potential to follow the game on iFollow, and I know some have taken that up. So at least they will be up to date and supporting from afar. But we'll be giving our best, and we're trying to make sure that we get some points on the ball. So when we do resume, we've got a confident, fit, strong side that's playing good football.